Wild Pack? It's Mama Bear, aka Bernadette, and I'm here with your video for the 2025 Spirit Animal of the Year. Dun da da da! If you opened my newsletter last week, you would know that is unicorn, and the theme of this year is the magic of you. Now, that might seem like a deliberate choice, kind of a crazy thing to have for this year. But when I tell you what, because unicorn basically took its horn and said, whap, right upside of my third eye. And I said, oh, well, the last time that I denied you, and the last time I got all up in my stuff and my feelings because I was sent a unicorn, and I was like, look, I am not Polly Perky. I am not a 6-year-old. I need a real spirit animal. I was going through a terrible divorce. And I just kept getting sent unicorn. Well, lo and behold, I pish poshed the unicorn, and it did not pish posh me. It stuck with me. And I ended up getting my dream home for an incredible price and meeting the incredible lady that was selling it for sale by owner. And it's just this whole long story. And then after the whole hoopty just unfolded in the most magical way, I re- I realized that I had purchased a home right next to a community called what? Forest of the what? Unicorn. I've lived here mostly my whole life. I can't I passed that sign 100 times, never saw it because I was miserable. But here's the thing. What all of this is to say, what all of this lead up is to say is please stick around for the entire uh unfolding of the reading for the yearly forecast, because when I tell you unicorn is so much more than you might have imagined, than you might have really delved into, read the history of, um, gotten some maybe books about people's opinions having to do with unicorn, their psychic impressions of where unicorn came from, why animals are on earth to help us in the first place, you might be shocked. And if you have chosen 2025 to be your year of success, the year that you break free from anything that's whole, gosh, I got goosebumps. Ooh, I got those goosebumps, baby. Um, if you have chosen 2025 as your comeback year, your make it or break it year, maybe 2025 has chosen you, and you know there's something really huge, humongous, and powerful about the energy of 2025. I'm telling you, unicorn is your boo. You want to stick around and see what it means for you. Yes, you do. So, going to take 2 seconds of a break. We'll be back and you will be amazed. One more thing, if you like the information that I put out here, the free teachings, the tutorials, the forecasts, all that kind of thing, please like and subscribe. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. It's very helpful to Mama Bear. And if you help Mama Bear, you're helping the animals. If you don't know, I donate 50% of the proceeds from my YouTube channel to support the animal charities that I support. So also it helps bring attention to all of the other work that I do, my deck, my book, so on and so forth. And I help the animals with donations in that way also. Percentage of the proceeds goes to all of the animal charities that I work with. And it just do it. It's super helpful for animals. You'll feel really good about yourself. Okay. All right. Okay. So if you are new to Mama Bear, let me just tell you very briefly, and then you can click the link up here, and go to the video about the difference between spirit, totem, and power animals. And then it'll explain it in a little more detail. But briefly, a spirit animal is the animal that appears to you to guide you, to help offer you support, to give you love when you need it. and you're just, down sobbing on the floor, and unicorn grabs its horn and it picks you up by the scruff and stands you up and dusts you off and says, "Okay, here's some magic bibbity bobbity boo out of my horn." It it's really not that simple, and I'm not making light of it because I'm telling you, it's happened to me personally, Mama Bear, who never falls down on the floor about anything except for a couple things. So that's a spirit animal. A totem animal is really who you are at the at your deepest core, and that does start with your birthday, with your zodiac animal, and then it transcends to whatever animal you are most connected with and most like in this life. Working with totems is something that is it's just so personal and so very, very deep when you give yourself to working with that system, the totemic system. It can be so transformational. It's crazy. I've got a whole series of videos coming out on that about how to create your own animal totem. And I've got a whole yearly spirit wheel reading that's just about ready. All Wait till you see. It's gonna, again, life-changing, transformational. Now, a power animal is the animal that you step out of to be a human. That kind of sounds strange, but my friend, Catherine Skaggs, who is an amazing shaman, and an amazing artist, she taught me this. We were having this really in-depth, like, super what's up with 5D, and are animals 5D, and are they going to 5D, and we were having this whole 5D conversation. And at the time I explained power animals as animals that you bring forth when you need their power, when you want to work with their power. And she was like, "Yeah, but we're all connected, so we are always a flamingo. We are always a bear." That, mama bear. We are always, like, we have every animal inside of us, right? The power to access their capabilities, their magic, their medicine. And so when she said that, I had this crazy revelation. Dang it, I don't have it here with me right now. Most of you know it, and I think it's in the picture somewhere. But she did this beautiful painting of me that's like half bear and half me, and it really hit home for me that, let's say that you need the strength of a lion, or the silence of a cat, or you need the stillness of a praying mantis. You are already those things, and you already have those capabilities, but what you do is you really focus your attention and set your intention to be that animal's magic and medicine for whatever time you need it and for whatever reason you need it. So you step out of that animal to be a human, right? Because it'd be kind of kooky if you showed up at the office and you were talking like yourself, but you look like, I don't know, a beaver. That would be very funny. And I don't know if you guys have seen those series of just videos for the sake of videos on YouTube, where the countries are represented as animals. God, these things are so majestic. And then they have people walking past. I'll put a clip in here. It'll be fantastic. Okay. So that's the brief. That's the micro. The macro of all of this is, as unicorn is the 2025 spirit animal of the year, it really is all about finding your own magic. Unicorn is perfectly capable of understanding its own magic and utilizes it every day. It doesn't question its own magic. But humans, oh my God, we cry, we journal, we vision board, we we chew our friends and family's ears off. We sit around and we bemoan and we commiserate that we really would like this, but that will never happen because blah 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 blah. Or but g- uh, my throat chakra's closing up. Somebody help me, Elizabeth. My throat chakra's closing up. Quit already with the nonsense. You can achieve whatever you want to achieve And unicorn is here to help you for this year because it's going to teach you the magic of you. I I've got a series of well, a series, two. Okay, it's not as well. I guess it's a series if it's two of mentorship classes, and it is astounding, astounding. People get a month in, 2 months in, 3 months in, and they just are gobsmacked at what they're capable of and that they learn what they're capable of and more in those mentorships. But that's what comes of working with someone who's worked for 30 years, doing readings and creating her own deck and her own book and so on and so forth, and understands how to coach people in human performance where they don't question their own value, or they only do it once. You're only allowed in Mama Bear's class, you're only allowed to do that once. Anywho, so let's move on with some of the things that are going to be important to you this year. Now, in particular, during your birthday month, it is so important for you to honor yourself, for you to celebrate yourself. I don't care what happened at this birthday, when, what year, what relative did this, what di okay, uh, believe me, I want to give you a hug. I want to punch the person who, just throat punch them, what they did to you that ruined your birthday, but that doesn't have to be your story today. And you can choose unicorn to be your helpmate to get that golden fire out of its horn, out of your own horn, and just blaze that fire all over the place. Now, in the Celtic zodiac, um, my God, what books, what you read online, it could be the Holly King, it could be a horse, it could be a wren, it who knows? It could be a lot of different things. But to Bernadette, in the Celtic zodiac, in the July 8th through August 4th, I believe, is horse as the Celtic zodiac sign. But that's not so far removed from unicorn. And so I'm starting to read more literature that tells me that unicorn might be a little bit better of a choice for those of you that are born in that late summer, that hottest part of the year that'll, if you live in Florida, it'll choke you right out, man. You better grow gills or you ain't breathing outside in Florida. And I'm becoming more convinced that that time in the Celtic zodiac really does belong to unicorns. So if you happen to be born during that time, understand that your access to that fiery solar plexus connection to the sun, the heat, the creativity, the vitality, just the everything is more available to you than it is to the average person. So whatever you would like to cleanse, whatever you would like to um cleanse and then start anew, that's a really really great time. But it's also a really great time for the rest of us because Lunasa, the pagan festival, is that time. And something else that is of interest to me, I don't know if you guys know the author Diana Cooper. She's just A, she's prolific, and B, that woman can journey like nobody can journey. There are not a lot of people, I believe, when they start putting stuff about, five dimension and this and that, and maybe we got, this from Atlantis, or maybe this came in from celestial beings or whatever. But I happen to believe almost every word. And then maybe it's because I'm in alignment a great deal with what Diana Cooper has to put out. And she's got these two really awesome books about unicorns. I'll put the links down in the section below, the notes section below, so you guys can take a look at them. But one of the things I'm in great alignment with her that she says is, ooh, I had it up. Uh, she attributes, hold please. She attributes the Archangel Feli. Feli, yeah. Yeah. She attributes the Archangel, yes, Feli, um, to be the angel of animals. Now, I did some research on old Feli, and I couldn't find too much about him, but that is apparently we are moving into a time, according to Diana, we're moving into a time where we've earned the right, earned the goodwill for Archangel Feli to start coming out of 5D to come help us on Earth to help the animals. Now, she goes on to explain a couple of those reasons, right? And it reads, his presence gradually began to be felt after the harmonic convergence in 1987, when so many prayers were sent out by humanity that the 25 years of purification that was forecast in the Mayan calendar began. And he's what color? Sunshine yellow. So that's all going to tie back to the sun. It's going to tie back to that gorgeous warm color. And I would really encourage you to surround yourself with that color. Now, it's interesting because my middle sister just hates the color yellow. She's an artist, an amazing artist, but Lord help her, she'll use a gold. She'll work with a yellow and a gold when she has to, when it fit, but ooh, it makes her grind her teeth. However, she's one of the most fiery, she's an Aries, and she's one of the most fiery, uh, I don't even, you can't even know the drive that she has. It's just it's insanity. And so, even if the color yellow in your consciousness is not your thing, I'll bet you it is somewhere deep, deep, deep down, because you can't just be missing a color, you can't just be hating on a color in the chakra, um, totem, and operate from that lack of a of a color. It doesn't work that way, I don't think. I can't prove that to you, but I don't think you can get to the sacral chakra, jump the solar plexus chakra, and then jump right into the throat chakra. I mean, that's a whole center part of your body that's missing. But you might, you might, if you're a person that has digestive problems. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. See your doctor. See a professional. I'm not a medical professional of any kind. Bleep, 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 bleep. Okay. So if you have digestive problems, if you tend to store all of your tension in your right, like right up below your rib cage, you might have a for real stuck chakra, solar plexus chakra, and you might need to get that puppy unstuck, whizzing and whirling, just get it healed, get it activated, and just really work on the healing thing of that. I don't you might need to do that. So, all that said, um, when you are looking at moving forward in this year, one more thing, and hold on, let me just say this. What the whole hoopty about the Archangel Feli has to do with anything is it's time to bring in your posse. And what that means is people of like mind, people of like vision, people of like intentions, people of like missions. So, for instance, if you're watching my channel or you're watching this, chances are you love animals and you want to do better for them and you want others to do better for them. Well, that means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. Now, one of the things that Miss Cooper and I are in agreement with is she does not believe that animals agreed to come to Earth to get et. I don't agree with that. I have never agreed with it. I'm never going to agree with it. I believe that they came to help us learn teachings of all kinds, but it was not to eat them. It wasn't. And please don't send me hate mail. I never divulge whether I'm a vegetarian or not. I never allow that conversation to be had. It's like politics and religion. We don't have those conversations on Mama Bear's channel because we don't want to have a big old fight and me have to bring the band hammer to you guys. Everybody's got their own opinion about that, and we keep everything in the light. We keep everything positive. We keep everything supportive of each other. And on my channel, we we can agree to disagree and still be good buddies. We can still be friends, like it used to be, but still is at Mama Bear's cave. That's how we roll. So, forewarned is forearmed. All of that said, the convergence, speaking of which, of you and your posse, anything that is in the light, the sunlight, that's that's what it's so important for you to gather, to be part of every month. And like me, I don't wear yellow. I don't look, oh my gosh, it makes me look like I'm dying, or dead. It's just a terrible color on me, and yet it's one of my favorite colors. So, whether you dress in the yellow, you do something yellow in your house, you do, the gold of coin, and you give to the animal, causes, whether you volunteer at sanctuaries, whether you pray, whether you set intention, whether you meditate, whatever you do, this is the year of animals, and it's the year of unicorn, and it's the year of the magic of you. If you want support from the animals, if you want to find what inside of your totem is, or inside of you is the unicorn in your totem, if you want to, whenever you need whatever magic that a unicorn can bring you, or you can align with, or you can remember, the power that you have in you, and you can utilize it at will. um, Remember to use the gold, remember to use the sun, not use, but work with the sun. The one other thing that I want to leave you with today for the 2025 Spirit Animal of the Year, fun though they may be, and there might be 8 bajillion kind of toys that are unicorns. There are clothes, there are brushes, you get it. Like the whole merch thing with unicorns is unbelievable. But back in the day, countries, as in Scotland, and knights of old wore unicorns, had unicorns on their family crest. Unicorn is one of the symbols of Scotland. I or Ireland, pretty sure it's Scotland. So those kings and queens and noblemen and noblewomen, they believed in the power and the magic and the medicine of unicorns so much that they entrusted their very lives to it. And that's not a joke. It's really not. Because in our modern day, we believe thoughts are things. So, of course, unicorns are real. Why would anybody think that they're not? When so many tens of millions of people have truly believed in them over the decades, over the centuries, they're real. I've never seen one myself. I hope to one day, and I hope to not have to tell you I've had too much sangria or any sangria right before I saw one, um, have it be an honest sighting, but there's that. The other thing is unicorns came to embody in the Christian church, they came to embody the symbol, the my of, purity and innocence. And in this day and age, when you're looking for the magic of you, you think of kids, and most children are convinced they can do and be anything. They'll jump right off the top of a house because they will convince themselves they can fly, and they can. Maybe not off the top of the house. At that moment, they may not be prepared, but on another day, they might be able to jump off that house and fly. Maybe they invent some kind of thing that makes us be able to do individual flight. There's all kinds of stuff out there like it, but you get what I'm saying. And when a child goes to, um, feel badly and they want to bring the neighbor who just lost his wife, or the wife who just lost her husband, or the one that just falls apart if they see a dog hit in the street, um, I or any animal, that's as pure and innocent as it gets. You, you get older, you know those things are going to happen, but you tap into the unicorn part of yourself so that when you do stand at your altar, or you are creating a sacred space in your home or at your office or in your car or out in your backyard, in your she shed, he shed, whatever, that your intentions are truly, truly pure, and they are truly, truly innocent, meaning i- there's, you know what, you look up the terms innocent and pure and see what those terms mean to you. And once you have it in your heart, that's how you will most powerfully work with unicorn energy, because finding the magic of you, believing in the magic of you, believing in the magic of you that is the unicorn is is absolutely the most pure and innocent thing that you could give to this world, because you can manifest anything at that point. When you set intentions, they are heard by the divine, and you make no mistake. They're acted on. You may not see it right that moment, but there will come a day you'll go, "Holy guacamole," and miracles will happen right in front of you. So, I hope that is helpful. It certainly was long, but I I hope it was helpful. And please come back to this video time and again to get whatever you need from the 2025 Spirit Animal of the Year, Magic, the unicorn. And when you're really feeling out of touch with the magic of you, this could be a really good video for you to tap into again. So I love you all so much. I absolutely know this year is going to amaze and astound you. And finally, do good for animals, including yourself, and stay wild.